Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing on Toy Story. Now, as you know, Toy Story is a 1995 computer animated comedy film that was produced by Pixar Animation Studio and released by Walt Disney Pictures, and was the first installment in the Toy Story film series, as well as being the first computer animated feature film that was done by Pixar. Now, originally following the success of the 1988 short film Tin Toy, Pixar was approached by Disney to produce a feature film and eventually came up with Toy Story. Now, I would say Toy Story is a cultural hit, as there have been references to it from Duckman, Arthur, and basically other media, as well as having some catchy songs. So, the premise of the film is meant to feature Woody, who is meant to sort of be this pull string cowboy doll. I would say Woody's character is that he's more like the sort of ringleader. He basically helps the toys out in his own way, and basically I think some of the toys do respect him. I think the only character I feel who's kind of a villain is Mr. Potato Head. I kind of feel his character is a bit more critical of Woody. We basically see him give Woody a bit more of a harder time, and at the same time I think they do build him up as a bit of a villain. Now, with the film itself, also introduces Buzz, who is meant to be a Space Ranger action figure toy that was basically a birthday gift from Andy's mum, as well as it's sort of stated or implied that the gifts that Andy's friends gave him were suggestions from Andy's mum to give him not too many toys, as well as sort of getting preparing for the move. Now, I would say the point of Woody and Buzz that they're basically two of a kind, but kind of different. You can kind of tell Woody's meant to be a bit more realistic. He basically wants Buzz to stop acting like a space ranger. And the point of Buzz Lightyear's character is that he's kind of meant to believe he's a space ranger. He's basically a bit more well liked. As well, this does kind of cause Woody's jealousy of him to boil to the extreme. And we kind of see how Woody goes all his way to sort of get rid of Buzz, which ends up causing an accident. And of course, this ends up with Woody wanting to set things right, as well as trying to fix his mistakes. I would say the premise of the film has a bit of a message that you shouldn't let jealousy, anger, and kind of bitterness get the better of you. Sometimes there will come repercussions of your actions. And I think the point of Buzz Lightyear's character arc is that he's meant to kind of believe he's a space ranger, but when he starts to kind of see the truth that he's just a toy, he does feel down. He does feel like he's not really what he should have been. And I think the point of Buzz's story arc, it's more like you make a mistake, but it's important to learn from it. As well as what I do give the sort of film credit, they do have hints and clues to a potential sequel, like Mrs. Potato Head at the end of Toy Story 2. Even the sort of Buzz Lightyear toy commercials for the whole Al Toy Bond thing, which we would see in the second one. And I think at the same time, it's kind of amazing to see how Toy Story spun a cultural hit with 3 other sequels, a Buzz Lightyear TV series spin off, as well as seeing a lot of merchandise. And I think what the songs also get right is they have a bit of a theme, like You've Got a Friend in Me, which has a bit of a message that we're going to be friends no matter what. And I think the point of the song Strange Things Have Been Happening to Me, it's a message that everything is changing around me, everything is not going the way I want it to. And I also do think, as well, when you kind of also have Sid, who is kind of meant to be this deranged and psychopathic kid who talks his toys for fun, he's like that kid you had in the family who sadistically broke other kids' toys or didn't show any concern or care for them, and I think was meant to be more like a darker, sadistic counterpart to Andy, and I think definitely works well. So I think, for me at least, Toy Story is an okay film. The story is straightforward. It's mainly two friends coming together and sort of finding respect for each other. So I think I give this movie a thumbs up. Still good and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.